let's celebrate Pride. Happy Pride, everyone. I'm sure there's a few of you thinking, why are they doing another Pride flag video? They did one last year. And while you would be right about that, this one's a little bit different. So last year I explained that I came out around about 2013 to my grandfather. However, it wasn't until 2016 did I properly come out to the rest of my family. Most of the reason why it took so long was because of fear. At the time I heard a lot of stories of families that were all loving suddenly taking a turn because someone came out. Thankfully my family was very accepting, but I know that isn't always the case for a lot of people. Obviously last year's video was me showing you a technique on how to build some pride flags. However, to some those builds might be a little bit too big for them. So today's video is mostly for those people that want to participate in celebrating their identity, but feel a bit wary in doing so, for whatever reason they may have. Of course, if you're into making little pride flag collections, then by all means follow along. So while I was building the flags for last year's video, I had a couple of parts left over. So I made some mini flags because I wanted to keep my hands busy one day. It wasn't until planning stuff for this year where I thought I'd expand on what was simply me just stimming with some Lego pieces. After using Studio to workshop how the flags would look and how the designs would look, I found the pieces I needed and got to work putting them together. The idea behind these mini flags is that they are half the size of the ones that I made last year. So they're a little bit more discreet and you can pop them in your pocket or tuck them away on a shelf if you feel you need to. So let me walk you through the technique on how to actually build these. Much like last year's flags, a thing to remember is that for every stripe it equals one stud. So for instance, the lesbian flag has 5 stripes, so it will go across 5 studs. The thickness of each stripe should also remain the same throughout, which is roughly 2 plates tall. Now that I've explained the technique, let's build one. We'll use the non-binary flag as an example. Take your 1x4 plates and stack them on top of their stripes. Make sure that the stripe that's going on top has flat tiles as the top layer. Then take the stripes and lay them on top of each other in order and voila, you have a non-binary flag. Simple as that. Now there will be flags such as the trans flag and the bi flag that won't have full length pieces to make up the stripes. But as long as the stripes reach 5 studs across, it will still work. Again, this ruling can work for almost any flag, so you can rep your lesbians and gays, your bis, your arrows and aces, and your trans peeps. Granted, I've only got a handful of these flags, so there's plenty more that I could have made. I did have a crack at making the progress flag, but it got really finicky and it looked weird. So maybe I'll attempt it next year and give it its own video. I'll also have a go at making some of the more complex flags. Still trying to figure out how to add circles without them looking a bit off. I'm sure we'll figure it out at some point. Right, before I leave you for the summer, I have some final words before this part of the season wraps up. I know I said last year that the world seemed like shit and somehow it has gotten worse since then. So what I will say is keep being unapologetically you. Share your art, your talents, find new friends within the community and try and stay as positive as you can. Like I said last year, there will be people out there that will absolutely adore you. So whilst things are shitty now, it will get better. So be kind, stay safe, and above all else, keep being you in whatever way you feel comfortable. Right, I hope you all have a lovely summer, and once again, happy Pride to you all. And that's where we'll finish up. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out the previous episodes, this season's playlist is on the screen now. For today's music pick, we have Misperceptions from Heartstopper Season 2. If you're interested in what's coming up next, then click subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Fare thee well.